Hello my dear friends, I am Dr. Sahil here. I am going to introduce Dr. Bagel, Dean Faculty of NDBSU. He has a vast experience of about 42 years in the field of animal nutrition. He will discuss you all about improving the nutrition status of animal by improving the nutrition quality of poor quality straw. Now, I request Dr. Bagel to give scientific talk on nutrition quality of poor quality straw.
Thanks, Dr. Sai Thakur. Dear friends, today I am before you regarding the health of the animals, and my topic is nutritious straw by urea ammoniation. Dear friends, the productivity of the animals, the performance of the animals, it depends on the supply of their daily nutrient requirement. If the nutrients of the animals are not supplied as per their need, their performance is very adversely affected. It is very badly affected. Hence, we must make efforts to supply their nutrient requirement as per the body need of the animals. Now what happens when the animals are not getting the nutrients through the diet as per their daily need? Then their production performance, maybe in terms of growth, maybe for their maintenance, maybe for the purpose of work, for the purpose of production, for the purpose of reproduction, it adversely affecting. So what happens? We must try our level best to supply the diet, to supply the feed in such a way that they can get their quota of nutrient requirement for better performance. But unfortunately, in many of the adverse conditions, it is beyond the limit of the farmer to supply even the dry roughage. In the South India, it is mostly the paddy straw available for the feeding of the animals, and in the North India, mostly it is the wheat straw. The reason being is, these straw, they are very poor in their nutritive value, and even they are not sufficient for the purpose of the maintenance of the animals. My farmers, they are also unable to spend money for purchasing the concentrate mixture or the cakes for supplying the animals along with the poor quality straw. Now question is, if we see the nutritive value of straw, in case of paddy straw, wheat straw, if we see their nutritive value, their protein content is very less, it is around only 3%. And TDN, total digestible nutrient requirement, total digestible nutrient available in the wheat straw, in the paddy straw, which is around 40% only. And the second drawback in the paddy straw is, it contains oxalate. And that oxalate combines with the calcium and also reduces the availability of the calcium for the animals. As a result, calcium deficiency may occur. Secondly, these poor quality straw, they contain hard fibers, their digestibility is poor, hence animals get less amount of nutrients. And because of their poor quality, the dry matter intake from the animals is also poor. So only by consuming these poor quality straw, either wheat straw or the paddy straw, the nutrient intake of the animals is very poor. Now my point is how you can improve the nutritive value of the extra and you can make it as a nutritious extra. It is possible by using process of urea ammonation of the extra by using urea. Dear friends, urea contains 46.6% nitrogen and that is equivalent around to 90% of the protein. If it is well utilized in the body of the animals, in the belly of the animals, in the stomach of the animals, then from 1 kg of urea, one can get 2.9 kg of protein. So urea can give very high amount of protein as compared to common feed available to the animals. If you compare the cottonseed cake, the protein of the cottonseed cake is only around 25%. In the mustard cake, which is around 25%, 30% in the mustard cake, and in case of linseed cake, which is around 35%. There can be some variation depending on the quality of cake, but my intention is in comparison to these cakes, from urea one can get 10 times more protein, and that's why feeding of urea is much more beneficial in the animals. Now you see the nutritive value of urea ammoniated extra. When the paddy extra or the wheat extra, it is ammoniated with the urea, then its nutritive value increases. First of all, in comparison to untreated extra, paddy extra, where the protein was 3%, after urea ammonation, protein content increases to 9%, 10%. So 3 times increase in the protein content because of urea ammonation, and there is 10% increase in the total digestible nutrient. So there is increase in the energy and much increase in the protein content after urea ammonation of the paddy extra. Thirdly, because of the urea ammonation treatment, there is improvement in the quality of the extra also. As a result, the total intake by the animal, we say it as a dry matter intake of the animals increases. So when the intake increases in the animal, when the nutritive value of the extra increases in the feed, in the paddy extra and the wheat extra, so total amount of nutrient intake by the animals increases much more. As a result of it, the animal performance increases. Now for making the nutritious extra through urea ammonation, dear friends, first of all you have to decide the place where you want to make it. If it is like silo pit, very good. It should be a pakka floor, cemented floor, that will be better. Now for this purpose, when we prepare this urea ammonation process, in the paddy extra the total moisture content, the total water content should be around 40% only, because the bundles of paddy extra are there, and for 100 kg of paddy extra or the wheat extra, you will be requiring 4 kg of urea. You will dissolve it in 40 liters of water, and the time for preservation of extra will be for 4 weeks. So remember please, 4 kg urea in 40 liter water for 4 weeks period. Now what you have to do, for 100 kg of paddy extra, please see the quantity of paddy straw. If they are in bundles, take the weight of one bundle of paddy straw, calculate it for 1 quintal. So total number of bundles required in 1 quintal you have to count, and then gradually these bundles or the straw, it is spread in layer by layer on the ground. Then in one layer spread this urea solution, that is 4 kg urea is dissolved in 40 liter of water, and this 40 liter of urea dissolved water, that is sufficient for 1 quintal of either paddy straw or wheat straw. So spread the bundles of paddy straw or the spread wheat straw 1 layer, and then sprinkle with the urea solution and press it, compact pressing by feet. Many persons they can press together. Then different layer of straw and again sprinkle with the urea solution. So gradually, layer by layer, sprinkle the solution, mix it thoroughly and pack it thoroughly. So for 1 quintal, you have to prepare this type of mixing of the straw with the urea solution, and it should be properly pressed. Compressing should be there. That will be very good for the proper treatment of the straw. Once it is pressed properly, when you have used it, complete urea solution as per the requirement of your total need of the straw, then you press it completely, totally from different angles and cover it with the plastic sheet. This is most important point. You have to cover it. First to mix the urea solution with the whole paddy straw, whole wheat straw, mix it thoroughly, pack it thoroughly, press it thoroughly, and then completely cover with the plastic sheet, by which there should not be any leakage of the air from inside of the heap to the outside, or there should not be entry of any air or the water from outside the inside. This heap, this mass of the straw covered with the plastic sheet should be totally kept undisturbed, totally packed, minimum for 3 weeks in the summer season and 4 weeks in the winter season. And because of the packing, because of the temperature within the mass of the straw, this urea is fermented, and with the help of enzymes, urea is converted into ammonia. And ammonia generated, it makes the unavailable portion of the nutrient to available for the purpose of animals. Dear friends, in straw as such, there is lignocellulose, which cannot be utilized by the animals. And because of ammonia, this lignocellulose is hydrolyzed, and thus cellulose is available for utilization in the animal body, and urea ammonation makes the straw as a nutritious straw. After 4 weeks or after 3 weeks, gradually open from one side and remove the quantity of straw as per your need for the feeding of animals. Now, as per your need, remove gradually and then again pack it. You have to make a precaution that the air entry inside the heap should not be there. So open it, remove it as per your need, and then again pack it properly. Because when the air will get entry, gradually it will spoil the quality of the straw. So take precaution, that will be very good. And by this way, the quality of straw has improved nutritionally and your simple straw has become a nutritious straw. Its protein content has increased very much from 3% to 9%, and the TDN content has increased from 40 to 50%. Thus, when you will feed this type of straw to the animals, it will support their maintenance as well as it will support for some quantity of milk production from the animals. It will be good for the other category of animals also. So at least in the adverse condition, when nothing is available for feeding, only straw is available. So by using agricultural grade urea, which is used as a fertilizer, kindly make nutritious straw for the feeding of our animals and make them healthy. Along with this straw, if you can supplement some mineral mixture, that will be very good. So thank you very much. Kindly make the animals healthy.